Welcome to Old Tunnel State Park.
When the bats fly out, it causes wind and brings the smell out with them. That smells beautiful.
Today we're camping in Texas Hill Country at a Jellystone, and we're about to see some flying creatures, bats.
Today we're heading to a state park that's famous for its bat population. Old Tunnel State Park is here in Fredericksburg, and they have over 3 million Mexican free-tailed bats.
And here's a fun fact. Old Tunnel State Park is the smallest park in the entire Texas park system.
So we're going to start down there about 7 o'clock, the presentation. So you do want to be in your seats by then. What I would suggest you do, since you've never been here before, give yourself enough time to actually go down to the footbridge, and that way you can look all the way through the tunnel. And the entrance to the tunnel is just the other side of that rock ledge. And what the bats tend to do is they go for that tree with the big V in it. They do this big spiral, a bat tornado. They hug the valley, they go towards the cabin, they hang left to go get a drink of water. Okay. So lately, since there's been so many bats here, they're actually coming out both sides. So the ones that come out this side come over us anyway. Wow. So you can actually see that from down there. You can see the ribbons of bats flying in there. It's pretty cool.
Bats emerge from the tunnel each night in search of their insect food. However, different variables affect emergence time, such as weather, insect availability, population density. Because the tunnel's open on both ends, circulating winds create an environment that's too cool for bat pups. So population decreases in July when pregnant females leave Old Tunnel to give birth, and they return a few weeks later when the juveniles have learned to fly.
By mid-August, the population will peak at approximately 3 million bats, which is a lot of bats.
Mexican free-tailed bats eat bugs, but not mosquitoes.
They eat 40 moths per night.
There's a Mexican free-tailed bat.
Why is it called a free-tail?
Look down here at the tail. Tail. Most of them have a webbing that goes way down towards the tip of the tail. Free-tail has a free-tail that... Have you ever watched a moth?
Yeah.
You have to be able to steer real quickly to get him.
Okay, so that helps them steer quick.
That's the theory. Either that or they just wag when they're happy. We don't know for sure.
It kind of looks like a flying mouse.
Yeah.
That's like the fur and the ears.
Their closest relative is actually a flying lemur.
Did not know those exist.
A vampire bat?
Oh, crazy.
Oh, look at the teeth on that thing. Yeah.
Alright, so the plan is to walk down the tunnel and to peek at the bats before they start the presentation.
There's an upper and a lower viewing area. We had to have tickets to come in after 5 o'clock, and you get to choose which viewing area you want to go to.
They say in the lower viewing area when the bats emerge, you can feel the wind off of their wings, and from the upper viewing area, you can see them spiral up into the air and turn to take a drink of water before they go feast for the night.
Each bat can eat as much as 40 insects a night. Times 3 million is a lot. That equals 120 million insects a night.
Oh, look at this. The bat's the state flying mammal of Texas.
But it's also the only flying mammal in the world, so it's not saying much.
Mexican free-tailed bats are named for their winter home as well as their long tails.
There it is. I can see the other side. I see bats in it.
Really? You can see bats?
Yeah, you see them there? There's a lot. That's a lot of bats.
Oh my goodness.
You're pretty far up there, Eleanor. And then, do you know about the little knob on top, Eleanor, that adjusts your focus?
Whoa. Yeah.
This was the only train tunnel in Texas when they built it in 1913. And there's only 4 train tunnels that have ever been built in Texas.
And we have another species called the cave myotis bat. They're the ones that hunt mosquitoes. It's a smaller bat. They don't like coming out during the day, so they're going to wait till it's absolutely dark to come out because they don't want to be seen at all.
How long do the bats stay out?
It really depends on the insect population. So like 3 weeks ago when we were getting so much rain, we have a ton of insects. And so they were waiting till absolutely dark. They weren't coming out until 9 o'clock. They'd have to go maybe a mile away to go eat and come right back. So they were staying out an hour. So now they're starting to get hot and drier. That's why we're starting to see them, because the insect population is going down too, so they have to go out further. They can in a night fly as far as 50 miles to go hunt.
We're starting to see some bats. If they come out and then back in, that means they're teenagers.
Wow. So all the little bats just come out of the tunnel and then go around and around and around and around like a tornado until they get high enough to go above the trees and over there where they group up. Wow. See them in the sky. Like a cloud. Yeah. And these ones are just flying around trying to get higher and higher.
Yeah, but these ones are trying to get above the tree. The ribbon of them up there, do you see it?
Oh yeah.
Just a ribbon.
That is so crazy.
Hugest cloud it's maybe in the world right now.
Those streams that you see coming out, those are from the other side of the tunnel. They're coming up and over. Yeah, all coming from this one tunnel.
This is crazy. There's so many bats. They're flying super close to us.
There's one right here?
Yeah, one just went.
Let's see.
Oh, look, one just flew right over Eleanor's head.
It's like almost close enough for me to touch it.
Yeah.
Every 10 minutes, about 500,000 bats come
That's
out.
where they're coming from.
And it takes about 25 minutes for them all to emerge out of the cave each evening.
The bats like go out from the cave, up over the trees, and out over there where they group into swarms, and you can see all of them everywhere.
Just when you thought there couldn't be more of them.
You can totally feel the wind. It's like gusts of wind. Wow, and they smell so bad.
When the bats fly out, it causes a wind that brings the smell out with them, and it smells beautiful.
Oh, do you see the hawk?
Hawks are bats' #1 predators here. So sometimes they'll come in, put their talons out, and dive into the cloud, just hoping to get one. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.
That's crazy. They're just done. They're all out. I mean, I see a couple down there, but
You do?
I saw one flying back and forth. Just like that.
You'd never even know.
Yeah.
Okay, that was maybe the coolest thing ever. The bats came swooping out of the cave and into a batnado and up to the sky. And you could see them because it's a tunnel, so they have 2 exits. So the bats would fly out the other end and our end, and the ones that flew out the other end would do their own batnado and come up, and we could see them like ribbons in the sky. It was super cool.
This metal arm right here, they use it for 2 things. They catch bats with a net to check for the white-nosed fungus, and they hang a high-speed camera off of there and they count every single bat that came through. That's how they know that 500,000 come out every 10 minutes.
Today we're camping at the Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg.
Okay. Today we're camping at the Fredericksburg.
And here's a fun fact. Wait, what was it called?
See if you can spot me a Texas prickly pear. You see it?
It grew right there for the sign.
So cute.
It grew right there for the sign.
Like, aren't you surprised that some of them don't come out right now?
That makes sense.
I would come out and eat.
It's like a staring contest.
Yeah, in big size.
The bats turned off.
They like stopped coming out.
Yeah, basically.